Got a few things in the mail. I got the ball bearings, which I don't need because I ended up getting a ball bearing. What I did was so I don't have a clutch tool, and rather than buy one because it'd be specific for this clutch, I took some of these old plates and I welded them together. And I know the C-clamps will come off, but I put them in there, and now this is not going to turn. So I'll use that when I install the clutch. A cheap way to make one, in case you guys are wondering. And these clutch plates and discs are no good anyway, so put them to use rather than just throwing them in the trash. So anyway, I did that. Figured I'd show you guys. I got the side cover in the mail today. And this is the side cover. I got it from the Cycle Salvage Company. And that's their inventory tag. And I'll check the seals, make sure everything's okay. All the O-rings seem like they're still in here. They seem like they're okay. Not dry rotted. That one there probably needs to be replaced. It also came with the water pump housing, which is pretty cool. So now I have a backup. I'll check the other one and see which one's better. The spin's pretty good. I know the shaft, the water pump impeller shaft wears on these, and they're pretty pricey to buy. They're like 60 bucks. And I am going to check the one that's on the bike over there in the side cover that's broken. I'm going to take the pump apart, and if the shaft is good, I think I'm going to list it on eBay and sell it. So it's good that we got that. I'll probably sell the housing as well. Oh yeah, what else did I do? Oh, so I was trying to kick the bike over, trying to rotate it and stuff, and I was hearing some crunchy, grindy stuff, which I didn't like. So I tore the whole engine apart. I wasn't planning on doing it. I have a complete gasket set for it, so it's not going to cost me gaskets. It's just going to cost me a little time. I kind of think that I wanted to pull it apart just so I know what I have. And I really wanted to check this crank anyway. And the crank has no play up and down and very, very little side to side. So this lower end is in really good shape. Now, the valves, or I should say the valve train, these journals are really good shape. I don't see anything wrong with that. The caps are good. You can see here that it has the decompression. It does, I'll show you real quick. It does have hot cams in it, so he wasn't lying about that. And this is the decompression, the auto decompression that's on the hot cam, and it's not on the factory cams. So that's good. The valves themselves look like they're in pretty good shape. I'll check them out. I need to get a stud, exhaust stud. It's missing one. The adjuster is okay. I checked that. And the timing chain looks okay. The guides look good for the timing chain. These don't look like they're excessively worn out, so that's good. Let's take a walk over and take a look at the cylinder. You can see that. The cylinder looks good. I'm going to throw a hone, put some cross hatching on it before I put it back together. Here's the piston. Piston looks pretty good. I don't see any deep scoring on that. I think we're in good shape there. The rings look good. So everything looks pretty good with this. It does have 5 valves, which I didn't know. 3 intake, 2 exhaust. Didn't see any hits on here. Maybe there's a little bit of a hit there. Nope. So everything looks good. I can start doing assembly now. I just wanted to go over a few of the things that I did. I know I tore this thing apart off camera. You guys didn't really need to see me tear it down. I will record the reassembly, putting it all back together. So let me get set up, and I will start with the clutch and side cover area. So this is a cleaning rod for my 12 gauge shotgun, and I'm going to use this to clean out the inside of the push rod hole, because I'm assuming there's going to be a little bit of stuff in there. So let's take a look, shall we? A little bit of dirt in there. Not too bad. Put a little oil on the end of it. Run that baby in there. A little more in there. Throw the plates in. Then I'm going to wipe everything down. Oil on this stuff. The first one's going in. So I'm just cleaning these up to make sure that there's no dirt or debris on them, because they've been outside the bike for a while. So I'm going to continue this method, put a little bit of oil on it. Do both sides. I don't need to soak them because they've already been submerged in oil. They were, like I said, this is the clutch that was in the bike. So I'm going to shut you off, turn you back on when I get all these plates in, because it's kind of repetitive and there's no sense in you guys watching the whole thing. So I'll show you what I figured out here. The clutch was max adjusted. Definitely wasn't adjusted right. This is the one I was trying to put in. This is the one that I got online. This is the one that came in this kit right here that I bought, and it says it's for the Yamaha, a 2000 Yamaha YZ426F. That's this bike. And this is the one that came in that bag. And they're quite a bit different in length. I don't really know why. It shows needing a ball bearing in there, but honestly, if I put the ball bearing in there, the clutch doesn't close all the way. So I am going to put this one in there. I'm going to put this pusher in there because it seems to fit the clutch much better. So that's what's going to happen. And I know this is for the bike because it came in the kit with the one that I bought for this bike, that I didn't think I needed because I got one with the other setup. But anyways, let's throw this together now, see what we got. take a look at what we got here. So clutch basket's all done. I just got to torque them down. It's adjusted. It appears to be working properly. Kickstart is in. I think we're about ready to put the side cover on. I'm going to call it quits for today. Side cover's all cleaned up. Looks good. I took the seal out of here, and actually the seal here, they're pretty worn. This is the seal out of the other one. I took the seal out of both of them, and while I got it apart, I'm going to replace the seal. So I figured I got a complete engine gasket set, so I'll pull the water pump apart, replace the seals, all that good stuff. Of course, the kit didn't have the seal for the water pump. Either one. There's two seals there. It didn't have either one. So what I did was I went online and I bought this kit. It was 20 bucks. I actually found it on Amazon, and it got delivered the next day. You gotta love Amazon. So I'm gonna pop these in. I'm gonna put the new bearing in, the two new seals, and they even gave me a new O-ring, which you already had a brand new O-ring seal in this kit, but now I got another one. I did some inspection on the parts that came with the new side cover, and the water pump shaft looks like it's in good shape. I don't see any excessive wear on that, so I'm going to use the one that came with my bike. The one that came with the new side cover, there's a little bit more wear on it, so I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. And the impeller looks good. There's no wear on that. I do have a new Kickstarter seal. That's the old one. That's the new one. I'm going to install that today as well. I was looking at the water pump housings. The new side cover came with the water pump housing, and as you can see, it looks like it took a pretty good whack right there. Something hit it good. I don't think it's cracked. I don't know if the hose is bent, the tube will leak. I don't know, so I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to use the one that came with the bike. This one here that doesn't have a hit on it, so I'm going to use this one. So let me set you up in the stand, and we'll start rebuilding the water pump. We'll start by taking just a standard socket. I'm going to use a 12 millimeter on an extension, and I'm going to knock the bearing out with the seal, all in one motion. Alright, seal is out. Toss that in the trash because that's junk. And the bearing, it's got grit in it. It's gritty. We'll replace it. The other bearing is right here. That one seems to run a little smoother, but we're in there. We got it all apart. I'm going to install new bearings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in there, I'm going to clean this all up, get it all real nice. I'm going to put this bearing in the freezer so it shrinks up a tiny bit. It'll just make it easier to install. And I'm going to clean all that up with camera. I'll be back when I'm done. Going to put a block under this so I can rest it on this flat surface here, because I'm going to do a little bit of hammering on there. This is a new seal. I'm going to push that in now, but I'm going to put a little bit of oil on it so she'll go in smoother. Not going to hurt anything. fully seated. And I'm gonna grab the Baron. Yeah, that spins real nice. That's in there. It's good to go. Next will be the front seal. Okay, that's all the way in. It does stick up a little bit. You can see on the old ones, there's a little bit of a step on that outside ridge there from where it was overhanging. So that's in there, right? Now, we'll take the water pump shaft. Again, I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on there so that the seal, when it first time it fires up, it's not running dry. Burn them up. I'll put the shaft in. And the washer goes on. Sorry about that. Had a visitor. All right, where were we? All right, we got the washer on. Just put the impeller on. I'm gonna take it over to the vise, and there's a flat spot on here. You can see the flat spot. Actually, it might be easier if I show you from here. That flat spot right there, you just put like a adjustable wrench on there and then a 12mm socket and just torque it. I'm gonna go do that now, and then we'll start putting this on the bike. Let's put the rest of this stuff in. Let's do the oil filter. So here's the oil filter. It came with the bike, it's brand new. This is the number in case anyone is interested in purchasing it. There's another number on it. And let's get a look and see if they're the same. And they are the same. Good. Everything's back together. Kickstarter's in. All the nuts are torqued down. I mean, all the bolts are torqued down. Oil line's back on the bottom. The one thing I'm not 100% sure about is this screw right here. It's connected to the oil port here, and I'm wondering if this is a bleeder because the reservoir is inside the frame up here. So I'm wondering if this is a bleeder to get the air out of the system. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have. I did download the service manual for this bike. I'm gonna have to look at it. So this may not be the right screw for here. I am not 100% sure, but I'll find out. But other than that, everything else is where it's supposed to be. And we're in good shape. So let me pop you in the stand and kick it over a couple times and show you what it looks like. I'm gonna hold the timing chain up. And as you can see here, that gear is not locking up anymore because the motor still spins freely. So whatever the situation was inside of here is now corrected. And I'm going to hit it with a soft stone. Put a little bit of WD on that. See how smooth it is? There's no imperfections on that at all. I picked this hone up. I think I bought it on Amazon. Not 100% sure, but I've used it on quite a few bikes. I've used it on as small an engine as a XR100 all the way up to a 500cc motor, and it's pretty decent. I've got my money's worth out of this thing for sure. See those cross hatches? They don't look too bad. Let me get you under the light here. Get a better look at it. You can see them in there. Nothing severe. The bore is in good shape. Sorry, I don't have a lot of room here under this light, but gives you a good idea. You can see them in there. That should be good enough for what I need. I'm not going to go any more than that. So I don't want to open the bore up any more than it already is. So we'll call that done. It's out of here. And we'll move on to something else. I'm going to clean this up with brake clean now. Real good. Blow it out. And I think what I'm going to do now is take a look at the piston. I think we'll clean up the piston now. I'm just going to hit it with air. I'm not going to put brake clean on there because I don't want to get it inside the rings. And then I'm going to soak this really good with motor oil. Clean up anything that needs to be cleaned up. And we'll get on to assembling the cylinder and the piston. Piston's back in. I have the base gasket on. The alignment collars are in. Everything's clean. The cylinder's clean, ready to go. I'm going to, I don't know if you can see down inside there. There's a hole right there on top of the connecting rod. I'm going to fill that with oil so that this doesn't run without oil in it. So I'm going to fill that with oil now. I am going to drop some oil down in here. Get it all ready for first run. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna pop you in the stand and get going. Head's all cleaned up. Basically, you just use WD-40, bunch of shop towels, and screwdriver and picks. Got most of the heavy stuff out. It looks pretty good. On the bottom, I don't want to lose the caps with the valve latch spaces in them, so I don't want to mix them up. So I'm going to try to flip this without dropping anything out. You can see there, the bottom of the head is all nice and cleaned up. This was all full of carbon. Basically WD-40 and a brass brush. Make sure you use a brass brush. You don't want to scratch the aluminum. Brass won't scratch the aluminum, it just cleans it. So all this looks pretty good. I still can't get the plug out because it takes a special wrench, and you can see it's way down in there. I don't have the socket. I ordered it. I'm waiting for it to come. Should be here a few days. Then I can get the plug out. Really can't do much else as far as assembly until I get the plug out, because cranking the engine over with full compression, not an easy thing to do. And I need to set up the timing marks and all that, and set the cams, and I need to do that with the plug out. And as of right now, I can't get that plug out. Shroud came in. This is it right here. Finally came. Funny story about this, I ordered the left shroud on eBay, and of course, keeping with the theme of this bike, they sent me a right one. So they sent me the wrong one. So I got in touch with the person on eBay, the seller, and he said, I'll have to check my warehouse. I know I had both, blah, blah, blah. Comes back, I can't find it. He goes, I'll refund you money, ship it back. So I had to ship it back. And then I found this other one on eBay. I ordered it, it came, it's the right one. So that is now sourced. Let me show you some of the other stuff that I got today. I needed an O-ring for the coolant line that goes into the head right here. And I ended up actually having one. I had a bunch of O-rings laying around, and one of them was actually the right size. I had metric O-rings. So one is the right size. I got this bolt in, this Yamaha bolt. I think it's a 6mm. I ended up finding one in my pots bin, so I didn't end up needing it. So we'll hang on to it. I'm sure I'll need it on another project. And this guy finally came in. And this is, I'll show you the part number. This is the spark plug wrench for this bike. And it's a special wrench. Let me open it up and show you what I mean. So this wrench right here, it looks like a toy. But in order to get down inside of there, to get that spark plug, you need this wrench, because the frame is like right here, and you just can't get nothing down in there, and it's really far down. And I have to say that this might be the smallest spark plug I've ever seen on a motor this size. I mean, this spark plug looks like it should be in an 80cc motor or a 100cc motor. So the wrench goes down inside of here, goes down on the plug, and then I guess you just screw it out. Didn't seem like it was very tight. There it is. That's how that literally is the smallest plug I've ever seen. It is ridiculously small. But anyway, I got that out now. So what I'm going to do is I also installed the new exhaust stud, which is you know, an original Honda stud. But hey, metric is metric. It fits. We'll use it. So I think what I'm going to do now is I might set you up on a stand, and I think I'm going to start assembling this. I'm going to put the head on it, and I'm going to torque everything down. So let me get you in the stand. One last look before we start assembling. Show you guys. Cylinder's all cleaned up. All the hash marks are in there. Looks good. It's oiled up. I think there's still a film of oil in there. Actually, I'm gonna put a film of oil on there again, and then I'm gonna pop it at top dead center, and we're gonna start the assembly. Went online and I printed out torque specs for this motor, and if you look on here, right here is cylinder head, stud bolt, that's a small one on the sides, that's the 4 big ones in the middle, because it tells you the quantity. So those are the side ones. Not really sure what these 3 are. The 4 big ones right here, the 10 mil, 32 foot-pounds. So we're going to torque those now, and we'll come back and do the other ones after. I'm not going to go right to 32 foot-pounds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go halfway first. right, next we'll install the cams. Some of the things that I finished up, I got the rear brake lever back on. Rear brakes work good. No need to do anything with those. I put the oil plug back in the bottom of the motor. It was missing the brass washer. I so happen to have one of those in my bucket of leftover parts from when I rebuilt my wife's Raptor 250. I put a new drain plug in it, and I hung on to the brass washer, so that helped. Didn't have to pick that up. Ran into a bit of a problem here. So I got the cams all in, timing chains on, and I got it timed, and I can't seem to get this thing timed properly. You can see here that that dot is down there. It's supposed to be all 3 dots. There's a dot here, and a dot there. They're supposed to be in line with this. These 3 dots. This dot's supposed to be straight up, perpendicular. This dot's supposed to be straight up, perpendicular. And if you look, that dot's up, the other dot's below. That dot's up, that dot's not perpendicular. So I time it perfectly. I put the chain tensioner in, I cranked the motor over a few times by hand, and put it back on top dead center, and I get that same result every time. I tried timing it 3 times. So it tells me the timing chain's stretched, and I need to get a new timing chain. So that's got to go in order. So right at this point, we're at a standstill. I think I have enough content for a video here. I'm gonna stop this video here, and I guess I'll have to do a part 3. I was hoping to get away with 2-part series here, but looks like I'm gonna have to go for a part 3. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna get that timing chain on order and finish it up in the next video. I'm probably gonna need to do something with this carburetor, take it apart, clean it. I'll look into that later. That'll be in part 3. So I'm going to end it here. I want to thank all you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps. Share it. You know, tell people about the channel if you like the content. And I appreciate all you guys that watch. And if you do comment, I will get back to you. So I guess I'll see you in part 3. Again, thanks for watching.